at time either. And I listen to a lot of Viking stuff, and he could easily just like if RG3 put together these final 5 games of the season like Teddy did, we wouldn't hear the end of it. RG3 would be calling press conferences and be like, "How you like me now? How you like me now?" There'll be another statue, Baylor. Come on.
Oh, we're doing that again?
Yeah. This is very big. How long before Baylor builds a Shawn Oakman statue?
I hope they're already working on it.
There's not enough bronze in the world.
There's really not. He is a big. What was he, like 6'6", 290 or something?
All right, now we have to look up Shawn Oakman. Hold on, because I wonder if he's draft eligible this year. If he'll come out.
Well,
actually, I don't even know if he's any good. So
I don't know if he is either, but he looks like he could be good. Okay, Shawn Oakman is 6'9", 276, but I saw 290 last night.
Apparently he went to Penn State.
Oh.
Before coming to Baylor.
I missed that.
And he is a junior. So, yeah, he could come out. Who knows? 6'9"?
6'9". He could be Shaq practically. He chooses not to be. I'm pretty sure.
Hell, a team should just draft him to be the guy who blocks kicks and punts and then also just is the first guy off the bus.
I hear you. Yeah. It's real.
All right. Speaking of real, we have the NFL Wild Card Weekend. This is an exciting time of the year, Claire.
It's a better time when your team is involved in the Wild Card Weekend, but it's okay. That's okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, when was the last time Texans were in the playoffs? 2012?
2 years ago.
Yeah, same as the Vikings.
There you go.
Except we felt that was really kind of an exhibition game. Since it was exciting to get in, yes, but then we're going up to Lambeau. Joe Webb is our quarterback, and
you don't expect anything.
Yeah. Even though Tony Dungy did pick us to win on Sunday Night Football, sorry, Tony. So looking at the wild card games, we got a couple of contenders and pretenders. We'll shake it all out. The 2 games on Saturday are the 5 seed at the 4 seed. First off, number 5, Arizona at the 7, 8-1 4 seed Carolina Panthers. Who you got?
Arizona.
Really?
I mean, I know Carolina is on their high and Arizona's kind of on their down. I just feel like Bruce Arians has instilled in this team what this means to them, and they're going to fight really hard until they're out of it. And I don't think that Carolina has – I feel like the mental component of a game plays so much more into it than people give credit. And I really think mentally Panthers are just happy to be there. I feel like the Cardinals feel like this Super Bowl is at home. We have some sort of destiny, and not that they'll get there, but that they're going to fight harder.
I don't know, man. I just don't see it.
Okay. You don't have to. I'll just keep beating my head against the wall. Whatever. You'll see when I win.
Carolina, even though they are going to get a lot of flack for being 7-8-1, even though that's a better record than 7-9, sorry, Seattle, they're just on a roll. They're jacking fools, and the way that they beat down at New Orleans, at Atlanta to get in, where they had to win out to get in, it's been pretty impressive. Cam looks like he has his head on his shoulders. Looks like his car accident back is perfectly fine. And Ryan Lindley is my response to you. That's all.
More than a quarterback wins the game.
Ryan Lindley has thrown the same number of touchdown passes as you and I.
And
remember, I think it was like the year that Arizona made the run to the Super Bowl where they came into Carolina, Jake Delhomme threw like 5 interceptions, and Arizona just beat the hell out of Carolina. I think this could be the opposite. 9? I think this could be the opposite.
Okay. Well, we know how well you predict games, so we're
child, please. This is the playoffs. This is the playoffs when you have to get dialed in, son.
I hit below the belt, and I apologize for that.
This is where the money gets paid and the boys and girls get picks right.
I can't with that. I can't. I got nothing.
Next game on Saturday. Saturday Night Football. Baltimore at number 4 seed Pittsburgh. This is old school black and blue
everything.
rumble in the jungle, but really Pittsburgh type game. Who you got?
This is why football exists, is for games like this. And at Pittsburgh, I have Mike Tomlin. I have the Texans basically giving the blueprint on how to stop Baltimore's running game and set Joe Flacco into a tizzy, and Mike Tomlin and Dick LeBeau taking full advantage of that and winning at home to advance.
Oh, so it all comes back to the Texans.
It sure does. We set the blueprint, fool.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like Pittsburgh is going to get it done, but Joe Flacco, he has this weird playoff thing about him where he just comes in and jacks fools. And where it's like completely random, like that Hail Flacco to Jacoby Jones over Raheem Moore who fell down. And it's just things like that. But that being said, if Le'Veon Bell plays, I really like Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah. And that's going to be a big staying point because I forget who their backup running back is, but now they have Ben Tate. Well, no, they have someone else, too.
I think they have the little guy out of Kent State. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
I forget.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that if you don't have Le'Veon Bell, that makes a huge difference, but I still feel like Baltimore's vulnerable, and I feel like they're more vulnerable than the Steelers are. That's all I have to say about that.
How embarrassed are you going to be if your former boy and my former boy, Ben Tate, gets in the game and runs for like 150 and 2 touchdowns?
Good for Ben Tate. Then maybe he'll finally earn that money he thinks he's worth. Maybe.
You seem bitter.
He thinks he's something, and really he's just a ho-hum, middle-of-the-road running back who has a personality that turns teams off.
So
Congratulations.
He's kind of like the SEC West.
Well, except for A&M, who goes out and wins bowl games.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they're in the West. Anyways, yeah, Ben Tate from Auburn. Dree Archer is the name of the little guy that we were talking about. Also, there's something called Josh Harris on the roster, and then it's Ben Tate. Josh
Harris was the one I was thinking of, but I forgot about Dree Archer.
Dree Archer. Next up, Sunday. This is
Sunday. Sunday.
I love wild card and divisional round weekend because there's 4 games, 2 on each day, where it's just high quality football.
Hot.
Yeah.
It's just sexy. It's pure sex.
Yeah, it's like New Year's Day and the bowl games, just except twice.
Hot. Except for they're better.
Fine. Cincinnati, LOL Andy Dalton, and LOL Marvin Lewis in the playoffs at number 3, Indianapolis. But you have a wrench to throw in. Proceed.
Indy's not that good. They're just not. Half of the games they won this season, they won by pure, no pun intended. You can't make the joke without saying his name. They won on luck.
I thought it wasn't just they won on pure Trent Richardson.
Oh, well, that too. I'm sorry, but if you go back and you watch Indianapolis games, they aren't that good. They're not that good. Their defense isn't what it was in around week 12, week 10. And Andrew Luck can screw it up as much as he can make that lucky throw at the end of the game to ensure that they win despite playing horribly for 3.95 quarters. They're awful. They're not awful. They're just not that good.
No.
They're not that good.
Is my response to that.
No. Ooh. You're steaming up the internet waves here.
No, I actually have Indy making a run to the NFC title game because I think they get it done at home. And then also, well, yeah, whatever. NFC would be impressive. I think they get it done at home this weekend. And then also they go to number 2, Denver, and that Peyton and Luck Bowl, and then put the bang thing on them.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not buying it. They have so much to prove to me. I've seen them play up close and personal. They are not that good. Please show me where they can accomplish this because I don't think that one guy can make everything happen there in Indy.
All right, I guess we'll agree to disagree. Number 6, Detroit at number 3, Dallas to close out a wonderful wild card weekend.
Dallas is going to the Super Bowl, yo. As much as I hate it, they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I forgot I put money on Dallas and Denver making the Super Bowl. So I
when?
Week 7-ish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I actually got some pretty decent odds. So plus I completely forgot about it. So now it's even better.
New England, though.
And New England does have home field advantage, and they're pretty good. And, of course, Tom Brady, and, of course, they got the running game, and their defense is better this year. I don't know, but focus. Detroit at Dallas.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Dallas. Easy breezy. Dallas is just playing lights out. They do what it takes to win. Their running game is fierce. Their offensive line will kill you. They will kill you. And their defense is nowhere near the train wreck everyone thought it was going to be coming into the season.
Which is shocking because we both said that it was going to be a biblically bad defense.
Yep. I totally own that I said it was going to be awful. And you know what? It's not. Look what they did to Seattle, for instance.
Yep. Early season getting a win at, was it the Clink? Or is it CenturyLink still?
Yeah, the Clink.
Yeah, whatever. I really like Dallas, but Indominus being back is going to make it close.
Yeah, it could. But I feel like Detroit isn't refined enough to necessarily win in this high-pressure situation.
LOL Matthew Stafford, even though he's from Highland Park.
Yeah, well, that's where all the rich kids live.
Which is not a poor place to grow up in.
Take your Beamer and take it elsewhere.
Fine. All right, so Claire, with your picks, you got Arizona moving on as well as Dallas. That sets up in the NFC, Arizona at Seattle and Dallas at Green Bay. I'd watch those.
Yeah, I'll watch any of these matchups. Who are we kidding? I mean, they're playing for something. And when you have teams playing to keep playing, that makes every game worth watching.
And then also in the AFC, you have Cincinnati upsetting Indianapolis, so that means Cincinnati would go to number 1 overall seed. New England and also Pittsburgh would visit Denver in a rematch of the Tebow to Demaryius Thomas Bowl.
That's a good time right there. Except for that very few of the players remain, but that's okay. I mean, on the Denver side.
When my kids grow up and start asking about football, I'm going to tell them about Tebow time with fondness.
Did you see him on the cast last night on the post game on ESPN? He's kind of awful.
I think he's getting better.
He's
TV.
Awful.
He's
not very bright. That's the thing. He doesn't process information very quickly.
Maybe that was his Achilles heel in the NFL.
I think so.
But my favorite thing ever was when the Jets were playing at Denver, and then Tebow leads up on a Tebow time drive, and then he scores a touchdown that was like a 25-yard run, and then they pan up to John Elway, who's in the booth, just like, oh, okay, all right. Hey, I guess we're winning. All right.
Right. I guess we keep going with this until we lose. I don't know what to do.
All right. And let's see. My matchups are Carolina at Seattle, Dallas at Green Bay, Pittsburgh at New England, Indianapolis at Denver. I'd watch those.
So who are you picking to win games?
Hey, we'll get to that. We have plenty of territory to scorch up in these last couple weeks of the Claire-vs-Carlson Show because tell them, Claire.
Tell them what?
Tell them.
Tell them what? What are we telling them?
About your thing.
Oh, my thing is that my life is really busy and I can't do this beyond this season. Is that what you want me to tell them?
Disclaimer. Claire's trying to say that her life is not as busy as mine. Hello.
It's not as busy as yours probably, but I don't know how to deal with all the busyness.
But Claire is hitting the dusty trail after the Super Bowl, and it's going to be a bunch of sads. But I have a couple of replacements in mind, so we're going to upgrade.
Uh-oh.
We're going to go younger.
Oh,
quicker. Yeah.
You're damn, dude. It's like Dagger. It's like I'm listening to a Green Bay game broadcast right now. And there's your Dagger. You're going to upgrade with a younger, sleeker model. Ouch, bro.
But no, I have to find someone who's like quasi-emo and then watches South Park a lot and doesn't believe in Christmas. And that's going to be a tough bill.
Well, maybe you'll just find the newer, better, more awesome Claire out there, and she'll just ratchet up your rankings on Google search until you're big time.
All right, so young, blonde.
Young, hot.
Texas fan. Well, you're hot too, so.
Well, her name has to be Claire. because otherwise the C versus C doesn't work.
Go legally change it.
Oh.